Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode, the final episode of Ready Set Pop. My name is Mariel Basori, and I'm greeting you from Mexico City. And I'm here joined by my two beautiful co hosts um and brothers, all the way from Brazil, Luquita Savach, and all the way from Colombia, Mauricio Sierra. Hello, kids.
Hello.
Hello, guys. One more
How
time, one last time.
one last time.
One last time. Yes. This is Ready Set Pop's last episode, everybody. So this is very emotional for us. Um, we've had a great time in the past 2 years, but I think it's time for us to move on. But uh, always being together. We haven't had any fights, for those asking. If we got into a fight or something, no, we are still as closer than ever. We are brothers and sister here. So no, we didn't get into any fights. We just decided that it was time to move on. Right, guys?
Right.
Right. We've done so many topics. We talk about so many things here, and it feels like the format that we are making need a refresh. So we needed to move on, and it's not a bad thing to move on. It's actually a good thing. So we create these amazing friends. We have our group chat, so we, the change is not gonna be that huge. So it's
Exactly.
a good thing after all, right, Mao?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Yes. It was like a decision that the three of us made. It was not like unilateral, like it was like a decision that we were okay with it, So as Lucas and Mariel said, it was like an amazing space for us, like to talk with you guys, with the audience, to know more music, to sometimes being agree with the others, sometimes we are not agree. But anyway, it was an amazing opportunity to be together every week, like talking about our passion, that is music. And we right now we know more about each other, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. And like I mentioned, we are a family. So for me, Lucas and Mao, they are my brothers. I'm a single child, but I consider these two my brothers, and I love them both very much. And I cannot be
Absolutely.
more thankful with them for 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 sharing this passion with me and doing this amazing project together. So thank you, Lucas, and thank you, Mao.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Mariel.
you, Marian. Yeah, thank you.
Uh, I might cry, so leave it.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. It's not a moment to cry already.
No, I can see some tears coming, but let's keep it
Yeah.
together for now. Mariel is so
Yeah.
emotional that she
Okay.
froze for a
So
while.
Luquitas prepared some questions for us for
You back, girl. You back. The delay is also iconic for our show, so
Yes. Something we struggle
yeah.
all the
it's
time.
so part of it. So don't worry. It's like
I'm
alas,
sorry,
what is
guys.
this?
My internet.
Yeah.
Okay, so Luquitas prepared some questions for us tonight just to reminisce about all the things we've been through in the past 2 years together and to talk about how much fun this has been for us as a closure to Ready Set Pop.
Yeah. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about how was our experience first. But before, I want to say hi to our friends watching. It's very special that you guys are here watching live tonight because you are part of this podcast for sure. Some of you has been part as a guest. Some of you don't, but you are all part of this podcast for sure. And I want to start talking about how was our experiences for each of us very quickly. Um, I'm gonna start by saying that for me, it's like such a pleasure to have an idea and make this idea a reality. Is something that I feel very proud every time that I have the chance to do it. And the reason why I decided to create Red Set Pop was simply to have more moments to chat with you guys, both of you. Uh, for those who doesn't know, the idea came from the interviews that Marielle and Mauricio were doing. I think it was this in this particular case, Mauricio interviewing Marielle about Stay Rico or something, and I wanted to chat more. Like I was like in the comments talking and everything. I wanted to be part of the conversation with them, so that's why I decided to create. And luckily, they said yes, and that's how we started. This experience for me is very rich in so many senses because I feel like not only the actual talk that is a pleasure talking about the things we love here. We had the chance to learn to know more music, to listen, to talk, and to meet new friends all over the world, and even more particular things like for work. For example, at the beginning, we weren't doing this live, so I had to edit every episode, create the intro, everything, and we had to deal with like internet falling or guests that talked much or guests that didn't talk at all. You know, all of these I feel like prepare me to a lot more that I can do in my life. Like it's such an amazing experience. Like we had here Karin, for example, that is a singer that I grew up listening, and for her I had the chance to translate, like use Portuguese and English, and I'm using that video actually in my LinkedIn now to show people that I can do that. Like I can talk in Portuguese, I can talk in English, I can translate live what a person is saying. So it's very rich for all of us what we learned and what we did. And I'm not gonna talk much about the friends now because we're gonna do that later, but definitely the most special part of it are the people that we connected for sure. Right?
For sure. Yes.
Yeah. Who goes next? Who wants to talk now? Okay, go Maria.
Mario, go ahead.
Okay, so the experience has been amazing. I do remember the first time we were talking about doing something together, and at first it was like, uh, maybe it can happen, maybe it cannot, but it did happen, and it's now us here 2 years later saying goodbye. But it's been a wonderful experience getting to know more of you, of your taste, the music we have shared. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't, but I think that's what we always wanted in this podcast, to
Mhm.
have different points of views and share them, and not to feel angry with not I wasn't gonna get angry with Lucas if he didn't like a song that I sent, or with Mao, or the other way. I think we all respect our opinions, and I think that's wonderful because that kept us going for 2 years, for over 2 years now. So um, obviously, we've made great and wonderful friends through this podcast, and we have our group. We have met, some of us have met, and it has been obviously a wonderful experience too. To have met Mimao, and I'm missing Luquitas, but I know one day we are going to be together in the same room
Yeah.
and sharing and keep talking about our pop music, because even though when we're not talking here, we keep talking on our phones, and we're like, yeah, have you heard this, did you like this, did you like that? So for us, it's a brotherhood, it's a whole thing. And I have had so much fun every week having to share with you these amazing moments. I suffer from anxiety and depression, and for me this was like an escape to all my problems. So I was like, yeah, I have to go and meet my friends now. So thank you. Thank you, both of you. And thank you, our friends, for making this a wonderful community.
Yay. Yes.
Yeah.
Mao, share your
Well,
good
friend.
words.
I think for me, in special, in my case, the most special thing for me was to meet the two of you and the others, of course, that I had the opportunity to meet in person, because when we started with this, it was like, okay, like a long relationship, long distance relationship with the other. And then, because of my work, I had the opportunity to go to Mexico City and go to Brazil, to Sao Paulo. Even I stayed in Lucas' house for a week in my vacations of this year. We are sister and brothers. It's real. It's a real friendship. So I think the most precious thing about this was to have you as my new siblings. I think it is the most precious thing for me. So it was so excited to be every week, like talking about different topics, and it's funny because it's interesting as humans beings can be so different and can be so similar in different ways. We, the three of us, love a lot of things. We have a lot of things in common that are the same, but in other cases we were so disagree about things. But as Mario said, it was never like once against each other. It was only like different perspectives, So it was, I think, something that I learned from you, like loving other things. I reconnect with my pop roots, with my bubblegum pop roots. I reconnect so much right now. I'm a fan of a lot of things that I knew because of you. And I remember back in the day when I started to explore about R&B music, I was like in a group. I don't know if you remember that, but it was Yahoo Questions and Answers, and it was like a section of R&B, and I met
Hmm.
good people there and people that R&B lovers and etc. But I never had this real connection, like this real friendship with these people. Actually, right now I'm in contact with some of them, but with you it's totally different because it's a genuine friendship. It's like a real friendship that we have. So I lost even the fear to speak in English more. Because every week we are speaking in English. We were speaking in English, so I learn a lot, like in vocabulary and everything. So it was so good for me in so many ways, and I'm so thankful because of that.
Yeah, you are totally right about that because I learned here that, for example, I always said I didn't knew like the best in both words. Here I
Yeah.
learned that is I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, things like that. So
Ah,
I definitely learned some stuff here
good.
as well.
English lessons in Ready Set Pop.
English
Yeah,
lessons. Yeah.
I learned how to use it as well here.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
A lot of things I learned here. Well, now we're gonna talk about I
Uh,
learned it here. Adrian is correcting me, like not today, bitch. Well, now let's talk about our friend. I'm gonna talk about Adrian last because of that. I'm gonna start with other friends. But yeah, we mentioned here that the friends are the most positive part of this show, and I totally agree because I definitely feel, I'm gonna be totally honest, that we could be bigger if we did some different things in the past, or I don't know. But after all, I feel like maybe the purpose behind all of these were actually to find friends and connect with different people that needs this connection in different levels. Like, I love what Marielle said, that this was her escape sometimes, because for me felt that way. And it's weird because sometimes, not for me right now, but I, every time I was talking to you and remember the songs and the things, I was always remembering myself, like younger, my younger self. And I truly believe that sometimes we feel some things, like, for example, There's Gotta Be More to Life, the song being so special to me, and I felt different when I heard that song. I think deep inside in my soul, I knew that one day I would find a friend who loves that song. I don't know, like predict, that something can happen. So
Yes.
every time I was remembering myself, like the young me listening to radio, wanted to share desperately the songs with my friends that maybe didn't care at all, about the songs I wanted to share. And it's crazy to think every time that you guys and our friends were living similar things in different places in this planet, like dying to talk about pop music with someone. So that definitely made me feel really good about it. And which of our friends that we created here are amazing. I mean, all the guests that we had, but especially this group that we create. I feel like I have a different relationship with each of them. Like, for example, with Adrian, I think we went so deep sometimes in his life. I had the chance to know more about his life and his struggles with a lot of things. And I always feel like I need to be very positive with him to show how amazing this guy is. And I never thought that would happen the opposite, and that happened. I had days that I wasn't feeling that great, and he was there to cheer me up too. So it's not all about the generous part that we all know, the CDs that we are exchanging, but it's more than that, and I never dreamed of that. Like, with Joaquin, we talk a lot about pop music, and he's always saying funny stuff, and he's like, when he thinks something about me, he's very honest about that. And it's funny because he already said some stuff to me that I would be very mad if someone said, but actually made me think and ended up making sense. And I said thank you to him for his observation of me, because he was right. So it was really cool. And with Francesca, like, we've been more connected lately and having more deep and meaningful conversations about a lot of things in life and anxiety and support, trying to support each other daily. So it's really cool. And Norman and Ruan is more about the music, but I really appreciate the friendship and the love for music and pop music when we share something with each other. So it's great. Did I miss someone?
No.
No.
Okay, only you, Mal. But yeah, but you both know what you guys meant to me. Like, it's so special. With Marielle, like, we met years ago, about her blog. So you're you will always be part of my story, because every time that I listen to a lot of singers, I'm gonna think this came from Marielle, this came from her blog, this came from that moment that I was searching for things online. So thank you for that. And with Mao, I could
Uh,
not expect more. It's a brother, a hermano, someone that I share everything, and I never expect to meet someone in this point of my life that would have such a huge place in my life. Like Mao, if Mao lived here, he would be part of pretty much everything. And even when he lives so far, the universe made him a flight attendant that can be here for me sometimes, and sometimes in so many special moments, like last week that I was having a really great moment, uh, professionally and personally, and Ma was there like out of nowhere. So I just gotta say thank you all, friends. Thank you for all the friendship and all the support. And yes, Adrian, I'm wearing the sweater, the iconic sweater, and making mistakes in English. Yeah, sorry for that. We love you too, friends.
we love you. We love you. Now can I talk?
Of
For
course.
sure, for sure, Mari.
O- okay, well, where can I even start? I mean, you too, Luquitas, you always made me laugh so much. I don't know why, but every time I see you, you bring a smile to my face. You are such a wonderful, loving person. You have a wonderful and contagious smile. I just wish I could meet you
We
personally so
will.
I
Yeah.
could hug you and tell you how much you mean to me,
No.
because you are like a brother to me, even though we are so far away. I love you so much, and thank you so much for all that you have shared with me, all your knowledge in pop rock music. I will always appreciate it. And yeah, I'm crying too. Fuck. Um, uh, you've been a wonderful friend. And I know that if I ever feel lonely or something, and if I call you, I know you're going to be there. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Luquitas, for being a wonderful friend. And Mausi Mumu, what can I tell you? Mau, we've met uh, a few times now. And every time I see you, my heart fills with joy because it's like, oh my God, here's me, Mao, and I love seeing you. We talk a lot. We never stop talking. You have met my family. You are considered now part of my family. So it's wonderful, all the things that we have shared together. You have a wonderful heart, a lovely personality. And also, I know that I can count on you any day, anytime. Even though you are across the ocean or wherever you are, I know I can count on you.
For sure,
Mr.
Mari.
Mr. Worldwide.
For sure.
Mr. Worldwide, yes. And now, when it comes to our friends, uh, what can I say? I mean, starting with Joaquin, Joaquin always makes me cry. Joaquin is always the funny one in our group. He's the one who has always been making jokes about our us and the stuff we like, and it's great. I hope I am here crossing my fingers for him to come this December for the I Love Dance concert with Norman. So I hope to meet Joaquin soon. And Norman, I met you already last February for my birthday, and it was amazing spending some days with you in your beautiful country with your beautiful people. You were amazing with me and my family, and I cannot wait to have you here in my country now and show you around and have a wonderful time together. You are a wonderful person. You are one of the sweetest souls I've ever met. And Juan, you just said something that that really I really love, that is Mariel with her iconic page. Oh, thank you so much for all the love, Roan. Thank you so much, because I know you really appreciate all my posts and all the things I do. So thank you very much, Adrian. You are like my big brother. You are so funny, always speaking in Spanglish. I love that about you, and I hope we can also meet soon. But you have to come to Mexico first, because I'm not planning to go to the U.S. soon. But I hope we can meet soon enough. But I love you. I love you. You are like someone I want to hug all the time. You are like Pachon. You know, my darling, you are like my Pachoncito, my hermano Pachon. I love you so much. And last but not least, my sister, my other half, Francesca. I mean, what would I do without you, Francesca? We have been so close in the past year. You are the sister I never had, and I can't believe all the things we have in common. It is unbelievable, guys, how many things we share, this woman and me. It's like we are clones born in different places, but we definitely are so alike. And I cannot be thankful enough to have you in my life and to share with you every day of my life, and you sharing with me the stories with your family and everything you always have to say. It's wonderful. I love you so much. And we have a surprise coming too, Francesca and me. So stay tuned for what we're going to do, uh,
Okay.
because something is coming from her and me. Yes. So thank you, friends, for being there. I love you so much, each and every one of you.
Yay. Now, Mao, you have
Okay,
the.
friends. Well, I want to start with the with our friends, and then with you, of course. Starting with Joaquin. Starting with Joaquin, yes. That always, this guy is always mystery, but at the same time, it's like a good mystery. You know, like I love that from him. That he's very. He always has kind words for us. You know, so. And he knows a lot about this zero dance music, and I learn a lot from him. So sometimes when we chat, it's like a lot to learn, you know. So I love, he's always sweet to me. I love that. Thank you, Joaquin. Talking about Adri, I had the opportunity to meet Adri in person, and he was like the best. And thank you, Adri, for your generosity all the time with us, with every people here in the group. You were such generous people. You know, so you were all the time buying CDs for us and buying things for us, and this is something that I really appreciate. And I want to say thank you, because you are the best. You are, and you have. I think you should give you more credit, you know, like, because you are amazing. So, and maybe you don't know how amazing you are. So we know as your friends. So
Yeah.
thank you for everything. We had such an amazing time. You drove like 4 hours just to be like 1 hour with me. And it was something that I will
Mm.
never forget. And I expect to have another opportunity to meet you. I don't know, in every part of the world. I don't know, in US, or it's even better if it's in Houston. But if I had the opportunity to go to Dallas again, I want to meet you again, because you are amazing and such a good friend. Um, Norman, we've been like more in contact lately. So thank you so much. You always making me laugh. You say funny things all the time, and you are so always so sweet to me. So thank you so much. And I never chat with Ruan like directly, uh, but I know that we have a lot of things in common, you know. So maybe I have to be more in contact right now that we are not making Ready Set Pop anymore. Maybe I want to be more in contact with you and with Francesca, because I know that we have a lot of things in common, Fran and Ruan. So I want to like be more in contact with you. and the opportunity that we had with Francesca in one of our episodes, it was so special because she said something that she felt like me when she was a kid. Like so alone because people that surround her like different kind of music, as she was feeling so alone because of that, and I connect with her in that because for me it was the same, and now I have like this amazing community, like you friends and our friends of the podcast. So it's amazing. It's amazing because music connects people around the world. And talking about you, friends, starting with me, Mariel. As you said, me, Mariel, I had the opportunity to be in your house, to be in your family. I love your parents. I love your family. I have a huge appreciation for Rudy, for your husband, for Edel. I love her. So I really feel like very blessed. I'm gonna cry. I feel very blessed because of that. Because you received me in your house, and we had like the opportunity to be in almost December and the New Year together. So it was so special because it was holidays, and at the same time I was with you the first time that we met. So it was so beautiful, and it's amazing how our cultures can be so different, but at the same time can be so close, can be so similar, and I love that. So thank you, mi Mariel. You are my sister too. I love you so much, and I'm here for you every time you need to talk, every time you need something. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I feel I have a great connection with you, and you know that, and it's amazing. And thank you for all the knowledge that you
Thank you,
are
Michael.
sharing with me these 2 years, because it was like an instant connection with you too. And I thank God because of your life, because you are beautiful, amazing, and I have you as my friend. So this is beautiful. And my friend Luki, as you said, friend, it is like I can't compare your friendship with anybody. I think maybe you are the male friend that I have that I never had in my life. Because we share some, not only the music, like our life, the things that happen in our lives. We are all the time talking about it and sharing different things, and I think this is like um the core of our friendship, like it's real, and it's amazing. I love you, friend, that. It's like so difficult to describe our friendship because I think it's beyond like anything.
Yeah.
So you always you also open the doors of your house to be with me, like, so thank you for that. It was like an amazing moments when we were like in the couch lying watching videos as two brothers. So it was amazing, and sharing and singing and dancing and making a lot of things together. And our conversations never stop. We think about different things in life, like life, music, love, relationships, everything, our cultures. And I love that, friend. And I never, in that day that you were mentioning, I was in that bar with you, and I was thinking that, and the same with Mariel. I dream about it like 1 year, and I was in that moment thinking, oh, this is what I'm dreaming about all my life, like having friends like you, like having this kind of friends like you. Like I've been dreaming about all my life, and now I have it, and I can be more thankful. I thank God because of you, and I thank God because of your lives, friends, because you are part of my world right now, and I feel so happy and so emotional.
Oh, thank you.
No,
I
this is
love you
so
too.
emotional.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be that emotional when I create the questions. Yeah. Well, I think we might stop
No.
crying now, or not. But first, yes, Joaquin, the Secret Santa was a whole nother thing. It was super fun. I really love that.
We need to do
And
it again this year.
yeah, this is something that we cannot let die.
No.
Yeah,
No, for
we gotta
sure.
do this again for sure. And well, now let's talk about our favorite episodes, which is really hard to choose as well because we had so many great uh, episodes. I think for me, it's more about the moments, like all the moments that we got emotional and share personal stuff were very special. But I think the ones with the guests were like really, really fun. So I think my favorite probably is when Karin was here because it's too personal for me to have that opportunity to interview someone that I was really fan when I was a teenager, and in that moment felt like real, like what we are doing here is so cool and real. I don't know. So that was probably my favorite, but there was a lot. Like every time our friends were here, Mariel's father also was really nice to be around
Okay,
here.
so yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, I always enjoyed more the topics that you guys chose than mine because I had so much pleasure talking about my stuff, of course, and sharing my knowledge, but was very interested to put myself outside the box. So every week I was very curious to see your ideas and what I gotta listen, what I gotta know, what I gotta talk. So it was more challenging for me. So every time it was my week to choose, I was always like, oh, I rather them choosing. So every time you guys chose a topic was really cool. The awards were really cool. That everyone was part of it. Voting online was super fun. Super fun. I had a lot of great episodes. So thank you, and thank you everyone who was part of our episodes, like Francesca, Adrian, Norman. Unfortunately, the others didn't participated, but you guys are part of this, as I said before. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, what's your favorite, Mariel? Do you have one? Because I talk, I talk, and I didn't say one favorite because it's impossible.
I think yeah, we had a lot of great episodes, but I think one that I really did enjoy was the guilty pleasures one. That was
Yeah,
really fun because we all
funny.
got
Yeah.
to share our guilty pleasures with our friends, and they shared them with us. It was really funny, and also one that I think it was chosen by Mao. That was like, this sounds like 2000s, but it's
Yeah,
not. I really enjoyed that episode.
yeah, and it's one of the
And
most
obviously, our
watched.
guest, Sharon
Yeah.
Maceren. Yeah, yeah. So also having Sharon Maceren, Karen, it was great, and our friends, and even my dad was so fun having him here. So I think each episode has its own special thing,
Hmm.
but my personal favorite, I'm gonna leave it to guilty pleasures.
That was
Okay.
fun. Yes, we laughed. We were laughing so hard on that episode. So I agree. It was really cool. It's very recent, but really cool. Yes. What about you, Mom?
Okay, friends. Wow, I think we had a huge evolution. Starting like making like like a presentation. Like talking about the artists and talking about this and like the biography and all the story, and then it was more fluent. It was more go with the flow. Like are we the conversation and everything? So I think we improved so much and grow so much. An episode that I really enjoy, and right now for me it's crazy, it's Sharin Maseren. Like she was crazy in that episode. Her energy is out
Oh,
of the chain. Like
yes.
this woman is a total explosion, and right now she's commenting on my posts, and I feel like oh my god, this is so real, like a singer commenting in my post, like saying things, and she's the best.
Oh,
She's
she's
so
the
sweet.
best.
She's so nice. She's so funny. She's beautiful. She's everything. So it's amazing, and I feel so honored to have her as a friend right now. She sent me a beautiful message of because of my birthday. So I was like, can't believe, like this is the contact that we want with all of our favorite singers. And I knew about her because of Mariel, because I never heard about her. So yes, this is an episode that I enjoy so much. Another episode that I enjoyed so much was the season one that Adri mentioned. I think we talked about different things, and it was so interesting, and I
Mhm.
enjoyed it so much. So, and other that was so special, and it was very good in views and everything, was the underrated girls, like the two parts of the underrated girls. It was very cool. It was very cool because I
Mhm.
think a lot of people, you can find different videos talking about Britney, Christina, Mandy, Jessica, even Willa Ford. But it's impossible to find a lot of videos talking about Michaela, talking about Ashley Ballard, talking about Amanda and these girls. And I think people were expecting that, like, oh, it's amazing that finally a channel is talking about these girls. So I think it was special for us, and it was special for the audience.
Yeah, we go deep with the
Yeah,
underrated.
yeah.
It's not
And that was
basic.
the purpose. I think that was the
Yes.
main purpose of our podcast.
Of
Like
course,
to
yes.
to get like even deeper and deeper.
Yes, and our friends, please share your opinions too. I saw that Joaquin said the favorite was the One Hit Wonders from the 2000s. Um, and yeah, and I gotta give
Great
a
episode.
special shout out to our friend Mao, because there's something about the topics that he choose that are that make our videos always good in the views. I was
Okay.
checking one day, and most of the videos that we have more views are the topics you chose, like the pop meets reggaeton, and
Ah.
the songs that sound like Y2K but it's not. So yes, Mao, you are great choosing the
Oh, thank you, friend.
topics. Yeah.
All the subjects were interesting, but thank you, friend.
Yeah, Francesca is saying that she agrees with Mao. The underrated girls is her favorite. It's the whole reason why she started watching
Oh,
us, because of Michaela, because she was in the cover of the photo of that episode, the cover. Yes.
okay,
Ah.
okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's amazing to know how you discover us. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Michaela is also part of this story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we discovered here a lot of great music weekly. It was very common to comment a song and say, I never heard that song before. So I want to talk now about the music and artists that we discover
Yeah.
here. For me personally, was more about the CCM stuff, because it's a universe that I went really deep in this podcast, because I never realized until we got here how that segment in music was a huge part of my life and my musical taste. Like, even with the rock stuff, a lot of bands came from that universe. And I grew up listening to CCM and I never realized, since Stacey Rico, I passed through a lot of artists like Across the Sky, Barlow Girl, Super Cheek, Jump 5, and the bands POD, 12 Stones, a lot of things. And that these podcasts made me realize how connected I am to that, even when I'm not a religious person, but now more than ever, for some stuff that are going on in my life, I feel very spiritualized. I feel connected to something.
Mhm.
So, and that music definitely puts me in that mood sometimes. Like when I listen to You Restore My Soul by Stacey Rico, for example, or More of You by Colton Dixon, that I love so much. So that this podcast definitely helped me with that. And I feel like now I know a lot and I want to know even more because this universe is endless. Like I was just listening today the album that Adrian gave me by Ginny Owens, and I fell in love with the album. It's so good. So the songs are super pop, and I want to continue this discovering because of this podcast. I create a playlist with a lot of CCM artists that I haven't heard yet. I can wait. And my favorite song that I discovered here is definitely Expressions of Your Love with Rebecca St. James that I mentioned here a lot, which is really funny because it's the only
Yeah.
track that I forgot to listen. And I was feeling so bad in that episode because you guys started talking about that song and I was like, oh my God, I
What
didn't
is the
listen.
song?
Yeah, so I remember I muted my microphone. I ran fast to the YouTube and I heard a little bit just to have a notion of the track. But I was feeling so bad and made me feel even more bad after because I fell in love with the track. So it was really funny. And now it's part of my life. Rebecca St. James, Expressions of Her Love, with the other guy that I don't remember the name. Sorry. Tom
Chris Dublin.
Chris Tomlin. Yes. Thank you. What about you, Maria?
Well, I also knew a lot of music this in this podcast, especially pop rock music thanks to Luquitas, and more R&B and CCM thanks to Mao. So I cannot mention just one artist because we talked about so many,
So many.
but I think great albums. When we did this recommendation from listen to three albums, you and
Mhm.
three albums, uh, those
The
were
other.
really cool moments to get to know more about your taste and finding something that we really liked too. So it was pretty cool to know this artist. I really enjoyed discovering Rina Sayawama. I think that's the
Yes.
last
Rina
name.
Sawayama.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, I think it was really cool to discover her and other CCM artists. I cannot think of a name right now because I'm so excited with this episode, but a lot of great R&B and CCM music that we talked about in here was really
Yeah.
cool and really interesting to get to know.
Definitely. And the playlists are on forever. So we can
Yeah.
revisit and remember
Yes.
the artists and everything. What about you, Mao? I'm sure you discover a lot.
Yes, I think I am the one who discovered the most. And as I told you, I reconnect with my pop side, you know. So for me, was all the bubblegum stuff, like all this 2001 production for me, because right now is part of the music that I listen every day. Is part of my running playlist.
Yeah.
Ashley Ballard, Michaela, Brooke Allison, Amanda, Angela Villa, all these girls, are part Boys and Girls United. Boys and Girls
Yeah.
United, is that
Yes.
yeah. This everything about this production, about this kind of music right now is part of me, and right now is part of what I like. So I think this was the huge discovering. It was a lot for me, all the time with you. I was discovering new stuff all the time, and it was so amazing. And yes, but for me, it was like the bubblegum team pop from 2001, like everything, even songs like maybe I've heard once or twice, but I never get into the albums. Like what you see is what you get, but Britney Spears, for example, or I don't know, another songs by Jessica Simpson, by Mandy, by other girls that I already knew. But maybe I didn't know about the songs, and I ended loving that songs. So yes, for me it was like all this bubblegum pop universe.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, for sure, we discovered a lot, and that was another point for this podcast for us to exchange this information. Because maybe if we didn't create the podcast, we would never find time to make like a phone call every week, to talk. Like it was like a compromise that we had to each other to be here and listen to the songs and everything. So I think it was a great way for us to grow, uh, our knowledge in music in general, and it was beyond our expectations. So
Absolutely.
yeah, this episode was actually to say goodbye and to celebrate this, because the past the last episode before that one was supposed to be the last of the season, and we decided to have one more to say goodbye, and we decided to say goodbye for real. But again, I wanna say that this was a pleasure. We are just moving on, because that's life. We've been here for 2 years. We pretty much talking about a lot of things. Is getting hard to choose topics sometimes, now that we talk about a lot of things, and every time we say goodbye to something, we make room for new things in our lives. So I want to say thank you again to our friends watching, to both of you for saying yes for this. Like, I feel super super proud of what we have done and what we have achieved from this. And I really feel like we did something special. I don't
Especially.
wanna I don't wanna say goodbye without saying everything, so I'm trying to push my mind here, to say everything, because it was great. It was great to make a project real. I feel really proud, and everything that I do, I try to be very here, like present and fully committed, and try to make my best, like with the artwork or the posts or everything. I always try my best, because I really respect our time and what we are doing here and our friends watching. And about the friendship, I want to say that if I decide I'm a friend with someone, it's for real. So all of you can count on me every time. You can send a message. I'm always going to be here for every each of you. And what I appreciate the most in friendship is honesty. So don't ever be afraid to say anything to me, any of you guys. I'm not judgmental. I'm super open to listen and to try to understand and put myself in your shoes, like, for real. So if you are friends, we are friends. So thank you for the friendship, all of you guys, and thank you for everything with this podcast. And now I'm ready to cry listening to you guys. So go ahead,
Aw.
Mariel.
Well, once again, thank you so much, Mal and Lucas, for the opportunity and for the chance to work together. It's been a pleasure, my friends. A wonderful pleasure and a lovely experience that I will never forget. You guys are amazing. I'm pretty sure we will do something in the future, something different. But the door is open for new things to do
Yeah.
in the future. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next. You guys know you can count on me always. And what can I say? In every bubblegum underground pop music that you listen to, I'm there with you. Trust me
Yeah.
on that.
Yes.
So thank you so much, and to our audience, for those who sometimes got into, not just our friends but others that just got in and watch our episodes. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen to us and having a great time with the three of us. So thank you everybody, and this will be forever. Ready Set Pop. The videos are here for you. They won't be deleted,
No.
and They're here for you to sometimes join and be like, I want to remember this time and have fun again with us. So we are not leaving. This is not a goodbye. This is just
See you soon.
let's continue. Let's move on.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Great, great. What about you, Mao? Your
Well,
final
friends,
considerations.
my final words. Well, friends, I think the Ready Set Pop is going to be a space open, like forever. Even when we are saying goodbye tonight, it's not that we are closing the channel or like deleting the videos, like I think this space is going to live forever. For example, if the three of us, I don't know, have ever the opportunity to meet Estacio Rico or contact Estacio Rico and say, please give us an interview, it's going to be on Ready Set Pop. It's impossible in other way. So I think this space is going to live forever, forever, and it's going to be an open space. And I don't know, we can be in different. Actually, we are in different spaces. Like we the three of us are here. Like this is our common project, but we are in different spaces, like contacting, like in my Station Rico account right now. Luke is making interviews in his channel, so we are connecting in different kind of things. So this is not, as Mario said, this is not like the end of everything. It's just like to move on to make other things. And thank you so much, friends. I feel right now something that is very special and important for me is about my culture. And right now, being like in this connection with you is feeling myself Mexican, is feeling myself Brazilian. Every time I listen something that I know you love and is part of your culture and or is part of the music you really like, I feel so connected. For example, all the time I always love that song. El Amor No Fallará by Sandian Jr. But right now, when I listen to the song, it's even more special for me because it's part of my friend's life and it was so important for him. The same with Mariel. Every time, as you said, me, Mariel, every time I listen a bubblegum pop song, I think about you because you are the queen of the underrated music. You are the queen of the underground, but bubblegum pop. So yes, I feel every time I see a girl band, I think about you. Every time I listen to a girl band, I think about you. So right now, I feel like being part of your life. So it's amazing. Thank you so much, friends again. Love you so much.
Yeah. Oh,
I love you
that's
guys.
beautiful.
Oh my
I
god.
love you too. Yeah, I
Well,
think that's it, friends.
well,
That's
Marielle,
it.
you want to
Yeah.
close as usual?
yes. Yes. Thank you everybody for being here with us. We hope you have a wonderful time watching us in the past 2 years, and we wish you all the best for all the future projects. This is Ready Set Pop.
Bye.